Welcome to Grimm Realities. Today we're going to talk about the coding lifestyle. Hi, this is Grimm. Welcome to Grimm Realities. I don't know if you're as old as me, you're probably not. Back in the day when programmers were referred to as computer nerds and they were mocked and bullied relentlessly, both by their peers and by the media that we all consume, or some of us consume. I don't know if you're old enough to remember that, but coders have come a long way in the eye of the public. From mom's basement to Silicon Valley hipster drinking Perrier, carrying a MacBook Pro. Probably with some kind of weird facial hair too, because he's got to be unique, and you definitely have a man purse. So what happened? How did we get here? Well, here's what happened. The nerds got their revenge. Basically, the meme of work hard and one day you'll show those jocks, it actually kind of paid off in the late 90s, early 2000s, and even to today. And that had a culture always trails reality, and that now the culture got dragged forward, and you have shows like Silicon Valley, and they always glamorize the technicians and CSI and stuff. They're always super cool, edgy, quirky guys. And now, you even have musicians that are trying to be nerdy. You have the fake nerd glasses that they sell. Okay, let's talk about the coding lifestyle as it's sold to you. I'm sure everybody has seen somewhere, whether it be in some TV show or movie commercial, or they actually went and saw the movie, where you see this fantasy office of like Google or someone pretending to be Google, and they have like ball pits and massage people. And I don't know. Basically, it's a big like playground for adult children. And the adult children are treated, so well because they're programmers and they have to keep the programmers happy. That's a major shift from where we used to be, where you would see, who remembers Office Space? Milton, sitting in a dank basement, getting no respect, probably being worked to death on projects that aren't ever going to pay or do anything. That was the old image, and then we had the new cool guy image. If you remember from prior Grimm Realities episodes, training organizations that are trying to sell this image, because maybe you're sitting Starbucks, and you're making a Frappuccino, and you're like, I got to get out of here. Where should I go? What should I do? And you saw some commercial for some movie, and you thought, you know what? I could do that. I should be getting treated really well at work. I should have unlimited free coffee in a snack room where they feed me, and I should get a MacBook Pro just for showing up, and I should get to wear a man purse. And you think to yourself, I'm going to go into training. I'm going to figure out how to be a coder. Now, let me tell you, first off, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. You're doing it for the lifestyle that you're being sold, probably. And not for the right reasons, which are you have something deeply wrong with you and you need to fight a computer until you win. That's why you should actually be programming. It's because you're trying to beat a computer into submission, which you always lose on a long enough timeline. But you can get your victories here and there, and it's very satisfying. If you're crazy, if you're a sane person, you might be attracted to the lifestyle. What they don't tell you is when they're showing you the coffee mugs, I'm emphasizing my mug today. Why do I need a keg of cold brew coffee? Think about that. It's free, sure, free for me. Why do I need that exactly? Oh, it's because I have to pay attention with excruciating detail, right? To minutia, tiny little things. This isn't glamorous. I'm not allowed to have my brain get sleepy and lazy, because if it does, I'm worthless as a programmer. I can't do anything for anybody, and why are you paying me? So there's a dark side behind all this image. I'm here to tell you, it's not all it's cracked up to be. You need that keg of cold brew because you've probably driven your mind to the point where it's semi-broken. Now, look, I'm not trying to scare you away. I'm really semi being facetious, although not really. Coding can be actually super fun, and some of the lifestyle perks, once you get good at what you're doing, can kind of like go along with the challenge that you get to do. Like the reality is, coding is fun if you like putting together puzzles and you don't give up. But the other reality is, coding is miserable when you have to solve those puzzles and you're not feeling up to it. Or you have to solve those puzzles and you also have to solve 20 other puzzles that needed to be solved yesterday, and everything needs to be done today, and you know it's not going to be, and you don't know how to solve the puzzle. That's when coding is pure misery, pure suffering. And the real reality is, if you're going to be any good at this job, then you have to fight through all of that misery, all of that suffering. And that's why you need that keg of cold brew, not the Perrier. Okay? If I see you drinking Perrier as an engineer, I'm looking at you side-eyed. I'm like, do I really want you on my team? Are you actually getting anything done? Maybe. Or maybe you're just some big talker who wants to act like you're getting something done while you take credit for other people's work. And I'm also going to tell you, in the engineering world, we know who gets stuff done. There's no way to hide. I could see your commits. I could see how much of your code I had to rewrite. I could see how much of your code got deleted. I could see where the bugs are. I could see what bugs you created. There's no hiding in engineering on a real team. Doesn't mean you can't work for some massive corporation or the government or some contractor where they don't even really care if you do the work and get it done. They just want to bill hours. They want to go over budget so that way they can justify paying for more. Yeah, sure, if you want a job like that, go ahead. Wear your man purse. I guess man buns are out, but they were cool a minute ago. And drink your Perrier and chill out. Go to the gym, you know? You got the free gym. Just go to the gym. You don't need to work. There are jobs like that, but they're not the real ones. You're probably not into that kind of job when you think of being a coder. You probably like the idea of solving problems and getting paid to do it and challenging yourself intellectually. I'll tell you a little story. Something happened in our culture, okay? I'm at a PetSmart. I'm standing in line so that I can buy crickets so that my daughter's lizards can eat. Minding my own business. The guy in front of me happens to recognize me because 3 years prior, he detailed my car. Okay, why does he remember me? He turns around and says, I remember you. You're that programmer. I did your car. I was like, oh yeah, pretending like I remember him. I do remember the detail job. Great work. Oh yeah. He's like, oh, you still programming? Yup. Yes, I am. He literally says to me, man, you programmers are like rock stars. This is a guy who details cars. How are we like rock stars? In what way? Rock stars play concerts for screaming fans. Rock stars are like a nonstop party. This is what we're like. This is what's being like sold, right, to the average person as the lifestyle that is a coder or programmer or software engineer or whatever you want to call us. Are you kidding me? Well, don't get me wrong. Every now and then we'll party like rock stars over here, but that's totally irrelevant. That has nothing to do with our job. I was actually shocked in the PetSmart, and I was just like, yep, we're rock stars. I'm a rock star. So yeah, coding lifestyle, we've come a long way from mom's basement to rock stars. And guess what? It's closer to mom's basement than they'll have you believe. This has been Grimm Realities. Lunch is here. It's free.